Welcome to another video. Today we are working on the rank and file for the Erskine warriors, and yeah, that's what we're doing today. Relics. If your army is led by a Votann warlord, you can, when mustering your army, give one of the following ancient relics to a Votannic character model from your army. Named characters and Ironkin assistants models cannot be given any of the following relics. When a model from your army is given an ancestral relic, replace all instances of the League keyword in that relic's rules, if any, with the name of the league that your model is from. Note that some relics replace one of the model's existing items of war gear. While this is the case, you must, if you are using point values, still pay the cost of the war gear that is being replaced. Write down any ancestral relics your models have on your army roster. Ectol's Fortress. This armor crest was the life's work of the blind Brokhyre Ectolt Vakia. Painstakingly rough, using conflicting harmonic aberration fields rather than hammer blows, and shot through with a core of hyperdense stellastanian. The crest projects a complex gravitic repulsion field that can be directed by the bearer against their foes. Bludgeoned and restricted by clashing gravity waves, the enemy is held at bay long enough for the crest bearer and their comrades to pass forward and lay them low. Shield crest models only. At the start of the fight phase, you can select one enemy within 3 inches of the bearer. That unit is not eligible to fight this phase until after all eligible units from your army have done so. Ancestral crest. This crest is inscribed with the runes of the great ancestor cores, and it is only bestowed in times of great need to a legendary warrior whose skill has been proven in 100 battles. It is said that the crest acts like a mobile fane, a node through which the wisdom and greatest power of the Votann flow. It is a great honor and responsibility to bring such an artifact to war, and should the bearer fall in battle, it is said that the Votann themselves will wreak their vengeance upon the foe. Once per battle, if the bearer is selected to use an epic deed stratagem, the stratagem costs 0 command points. Once per battle, after making a hit roll, wound roll, or saving throw, the bearer, you can change the results of the roll to 6. Of that roll to 6. For any rules purposes, this counts as an unmodified 6. If an enemy unit destroyed the bearer, roll 1d6 at the end of the phase. On a 2 to 5, that enemy unit suffers d3 mortal wounds. On a 6, that enemy suffers 3 mortal wounds. Exactor. This potent hammer was fashioned by High Cal Yanok or Hunter by the notorious irascible craftsman Crine. The furious exactor requires its wielder to swing it at precisely the correct angle in order to get the best from the weapon. A testimonial to Crine's legendary high expectations of all those around him. However, when it impacts correctly, Exactor unleashes a devastating shockwave, a power that not even the most formidable foes can survive. The models with a mass hammer only, until Relic replaces a mass hammer and the following profile. Exactor, melee, strength times 2, AP minus 3, damage D3 plus 3. Each time an attack is made with this weapon on an unmodified hit roll of 6, the target suffers D3 plus 3 mortal wounds, and the attack sequence ends. The first knife. Almost every Cal and Grimnyar carry with them a plasma knife. These are based on high office, denoting that the individuals speak with the authority of the ancestors. They are typically ceremonial, rarely used in combat unless as a weapon of last resort. The first knife, however, is a particularly cultural significance. The first knife, however, is a particular cultural significant and greater offensive use. It is believed to have crafted by the Votann themselves during the days before the king came to the galactic core. Containing a unique power source and worked with scripts so ancient that the kin can read it. Sorry, that no kin can read it. The blade can be triggered to project a beam of laser energy that slices through the victim at point-blank range. Most that one ambush foe or double-crossing Vaux ambassador has discovered to their cost just how deadly the first knife can be. Cal or Grimnir models only. Each time the bear fights, it can make one additional attack using the close combat weapon profile. See Warhammer 40k core rules. If that attack scores a hit, the target suffers D3 mortal wounds plus one additional mortal wound for each judgment token that target unit has, and the attack sequence ends. Flare. This remarkable axe is said to contain the bound fury of a colossal solar flare. Siphoned from amidst the nuclear fury of a raging star and trammeled with not-wreck energy fields. Whether this is some boast of the Brokhire or have seen immense energies could be contained and channeled is unclear. But the puissance fury of fire or flare cannot be denied. The axe's plasma blade burns so bright that it is painful to look upon as it strikes through the air. It is as swift and deadly as an unleashed starstorm, and leaves naught but charred enemy corpses in its wielder's wake. A model equipped with a forge-wrought plasma axe only, this relic replaces a forge-wrought plasma axe and has the following profile: melee, strength +2, AP -3, damage 2. Each time a bear fights, it makes 3 additional attacks with this weapon. Wayfinder's Grace. This one-of-a-kind void suit was crafted by the famed Hernkin adventurer Simmak Farstide. Thanks of her saving the whole world of High Vox kindred, incorporating ancient technology, secrets interpreted from Votannic lore. Wayfarer's Grace acts as a life support system for its wearer, monitoring their vital statistical constantly. The suit provides medical support and can even restart the wielder's stopped heart in extremism. No. At the start of each of your combat phases, the bearer regains one lost wound. The first time the bearer is destroyed, you can choose to use this relic instead of using any rules that trigger when that model is destroyed. If you do so, roll a d6 at the end of the phase on a 3+, set the model back up on the battlefield as close as possible to where they were destroyed, and not in engagement range of an enemy model within D3 wound, with D3 wounds remaining. The Grey Crest. This cunningly wrought armor crest contains helical circuit threads beneath to have been traded from the mysterious alien race, mysterious alien race, long since lost to the darkness between the stars. It projects a vile and obscure energy able to fool both organic and artificial targeting senses, and conceals the bearer from enemy sight. Shield crest only. If the bearer is a character model, each time an attack is made against the bearer unit, subtract 1 from the attack roll. If the bearer is not a character model, each time the attack is made against the bearer unit, if the attack is more than 12 inches away, subtract 1 from the attack roll. Gruden's End. Manufactured over 3 centuries by a dedicated team of Brookhire and Ironkin savants, Grunder's End is not one single object, rather it is an entire suite of conjoining adapter modules which can auto adjust to integrate themselves with any 4 wrought bolt weapon. Introducing intelligent ballistic calibrators, a hypermutation micro factory, and a bewildering host of additional one-off augmentations. Gunder's End transforms the host weapon into a tool that will indeed bring about the fatal demise of many a loathed nemesis of the kin. This model equipped with a bolt weapon only. When you give a model this relic, select one bolt weapon that model is equipped with. The weapon is considered to be a relic for all rules purposes. The damage characteristic of the weapon increases by 1. The armor penetration characteristic of the weapon is improved by 1. Each time the attack made by this weapon hits a unit that has 1 or more judgment tokens, that attack automatically wounds the target. Thanks for watching the video. Please like and subscribe, share with your friends. If you like this content, you can follow me on Rumble, Odyssey, BitChute, or YouTube. I'm also on Locals, that I'm using more as a donation place, or a supporter sort of haven. You can also provide single or monthly donations with the links in the description. If you have any problems, just let me know. And thanks again.